Hi everybody, welcome back to Planet Arizona Comics, where the temperature's hot and the comics are hotter. Although today it is not very hot because, I can turn you this way if you can see out the window, it is pretty cold and pretty rainy. I don't even think it's going to get above 50 today, which is really cold for this area. I was able to take my son and a couple of his friends up to the mountains yesterday, up to Flagstaff, and play in some snow. It's a novelty for kids out here, so they had a good time. But certainly these books are hotter than the temperature outside. So let me get this straightened out. What I've got for you today is I got my first mail call of 2021. I have a couple of IO4 books. These are some books you should keep an eye out for. And then this week's comic book haul. I was off on Wednesday. It is the best day of the week to have off because it is new comic book day. I can get down to both of my local shops when they open and get first crack at the new books. But anyway, as you can see, my first selection for you is my mail call. And while I'm not the biggest Peach Momoko fan, I'm a big Spider-Gwen fan. So if there's a cool... I'm not really big into store exclusives, but if there's a nice Spider-Gwen variant, basically just shut up and take my money. So this is the Peach Momoko variant from Frankie's Comics exclusive. This is issue 56. This was the trade dress, and right there, this is the Virgin to that. Really happy to pick that up. Like I said, Spider-Gwen, basically just shut up and take my money. Now, get into a couple of IO4 books. These are books you should keep an eye out for. First one, not a lot of people might realize this. With the trend of first true appearances in preview magazines like Malibu Sun with Spawn, and definitely recently with Miles Morales debuting, quote unquote debuting in Previews magazine. They're selling for more than some key issues, Silver Age key issues. I'm going to show you this book. This is Marvel Knights Wave 2 sketchbook. This was a Wizard free edition. But this, not a lot of people are going to know, this is the first true appearance of Yelena Belova. That's her right here in the shadows, I believe. I could be wrong, but if you open up the preview inside, this is like I said, a little sketchbook. Here she is right here on the inside, and you go a couple pages in, and you start talking about the widow from Devin Grayson, and there she clearly is. That's her again, like she was on the front cover. So these are definitely in back issue bins because this is where I found this issue for $1. So they're definitely out there. Keep an eye out for it because, like I said, with the trend of these first true appearances being in preview magazines, for $1, why not take a shot, Next book I want you to keep out for is Darth Vader 3. Now, I don't mean this Darth Vader 3. Of course you should keep an eye out for this. This is a home run. She's definitely coming to, in some form, to either Disney Plus or the Star Wars cinematic universe. It's if you're not aware or you don't follow, she's kind of like what Han Solo could be if he didn't get the hots for Princess Leia. So she's this kind of Jedi archaeologist. Definitely something you should have on your radar if you don't have a few copies already. But I'm not talking about this Darth Vader 3. I'm talking about this Darth Vader 3. This is the Charles Soule run. This is his first appearance, and for the life of me, I'm blanking out. I cannot remember his name. But this was his only appearance in this series. And spoiler if you haven't seen it, Vader kills him, so he's no longer going forward. But there's talk that he is very old, and I don't want to say ancient, but he's got some age to him. So there's a lot of spec that he could come in the new Star Wars High Republic series. So I was really surprised to see that this is like a $30 book now. I was not aware that prices had spiked as high as they'd gotten in the past few months. But and definitely it's not because of the High Republic spec. This has been going on since like October, November. This has been, and probably even longer, that this has been a $30 book. Definitely higher in 9.8s, going for over $100, about $125. But this is something you might be able to find if you keep an eye out for. Because, like I said, you never know about speculation and if he's going to come into High Republic or not. But you never know. All right, let's get into the new books this week. First book is Daredevil 25, the second print. This was kind of a hot spec when it was announced. Really, I don't want to say fizzled out. I mean, they certainly had enough copies at my shop, but I hear they all sold out. I was there on Sunday. I didn't see any, so these are definitely in demand, but I don't think quite as high as the demand was a few weeks ago when it was announced. King in Black number 3. Black Cat number 2. This is a really cool Pepe Larraz cover. I really like this cover. In fact, I got picked up an extra one. I just like his work. He's really clean. It's sneaky how much details in his work. It's really clean. It's really clear. He worked on the House of X series. That was out last year, and that's where I first discovered his work. And anytime I see a really cool cover by him, I pick it up. But this is also, if I didn't really notice from just seeing the picture, this is Black Cat as Anti-Venom. So I don't think there's a really big future for this if this is a spec book, but something I would recommend picking up if you could pick up on the cheap. Batman Catwoman number 2, I believe. Yes, number 2. This is really Tom King in his wheelhouse. These shorter mini-series, these 12-issue maxi series, I guess you can say. He really killed it on The Vision. He's doing some really great work on Strange Adventures, and I'm really liking this Batman Catwoman series 2. Future State Immortal Woman number 1. This is a nice Peach Momoko variant. She's hit or miss with me. I do like her, but like I said, she's kind of hit or miss. This, I think, it really hits the mark with that anime style Wonder Woman, the flowy hair and just the crouching position. I enjoyed this cover, and I really enjoyed this issue a lot. If you haven't bought it, definitely recommend it, even though the price tag is $7. Ooh, my candidate for cover of the year. This is the Killadelphia number 12. This is the overlooked, I would say, regular cover by Jason Sean Alexander. A lot of people went for that Todd McFarlane variant, and you can do what you like. I saw it. I just wasn't a fan of it. This was the only issue. This was the only copy that was out the minute my local shop opened the door, and then my regular shop that I go to that opens 1 hour after didn't even have any of this. So I'm thinking this is overlooked. I think this is kind of going to be like that Spawn 309 where everyone went for the McFarlane variant, but overlooked that really great Frazetta homage, the Death Dealer homage. So really good issue, really good series. I'm really hoping that the news with Michael B. Jordan's company looking to produce this as a TV series comes to fruition, because this is something I really want to see on TV. I think this is a really solid read, and if you're not picking up something, I definitely recommend. Once and Future number 15. I say this every time. This is Kieran Gillen and Dan Mora just crushing it. Every issue is good. One of my favorite series. One of those things you pick up just for the cover. I didn't realize this was first off, this is GungHo Sexy Beast number 1 from Ablaze Comics. I didn't realize this was a continuation of the regular GungHo series that had come before. Just like the cover. In fact, there's a Virgin variant to the regular A cover that I decided to pick up. It wasn't much above cover price, so I'm like, why not? If you're not aware, it's an apocalyptic kind of story, and these people are just surviving. And I don't know how much spec there is to it, but you know, you got a cute chick in a bikini for not much above cover price. Why not? And last book for you this week, Rick and Morty Ever After #4. All right, that's what I got for you. I have to go back down the hatches because it looks like it might start raining again. In fact, I have the light on behind me because it's so unnaturally dark in here for Arizona. Anyway, that's what I got for you this week. Thanks for stopping by. Let me know what you got. Let me know what you think. Let me know what you're picking up. Let me know what you think I should be picking up. And we'll talk to you next time.